Hello. Really hard video to do today. We've got some huge news. Huge news. This is for me to fiddle with and for you to look at while I'm talking. I'm gonna do a few things in this video. I'm gonna talk a lot. I'm gonna moan a bit, and I'm gonna be asking you for things. Okay, so please bear with me. Please watch the video, because some of it might not make sense, but when we get to the end, it will all become very clear. Let's talk about the Foxy Rag. It is a digital magazine that we started 8 issues ago. We are currently finishing up with issue number 9. We started the Foxy Rag for one reason only, and that was to support newcomers to our community. When I first started out, people supported me. They got I got a leg up, as we say, and it's only right and proper that I pay that forward, that I support other new people coming into the community. And it wasn't just about what I should do, it was what I wanted to do. Both Jay and I wanted to make sure we could help other people in the position that we were in to get onto this ladder, to get their name out there. I know I don't have millions of views, but I have enough to be able to help somebody new. That was our passion. That was our vision for the magazine. So how did the magazine go? Well, the majority, and I really do mean the majority of people that have purchased a magazine have loved it. This is where I want to say an absolutely massive, and I can't tell you how much of a thank you I want to send to every single person that's been a contributor to the Foxy Rag. And I also want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has purchased the magazine and supported it, because those of you that have been really loyal to the publication. You've bought it every month. You send us wonderful messages about how much you enjoy it and what it means to you. And we had to take all of that on board when we made some really big decisions. When we started out, we got emails and messages of ideas that you'd had, things that would make the magazine better, things that would improve how the magazine went out. And we listened to those. We really did listen to those. And we implemented several of the things that were suggested. The biggest one was we offered a high quality PDF publication, and we also offered it as a low quality publication because many of you said that it was too big for you to download onto your device. The second thing that we did, that was one of the biggest things, was we actually provided the printables as JPEGs because they are better quality printables and you asked for them, so we did them. Now that meant the download became a little bit bigger. There were more options for the downloads available for the Foxy Rag. Okay, so this is moan number 1. And this is across the board, not just relating to the Foxy Rag or just Etsy. When you purchase something, read the item description, please. Please read the item description. We made it very clear that if you purchase the Foxy Rag, you would be downloading a PDF, and that would include the links to WeTransfer. The simple reason is the magazine was too big for us to put directly onto Etsy. It just wouldn't work. We couldn't make the magazine as big as we did and sell it directly through Etsy. So it was done via WeTransfer, very simple platform. All you had to do was click the link, download your item. We had a lot of messages saying, why am I going to another platform? Why am I not downloading this from Etsy? Well, read the item description, the information was there. But also we had a lot of negative comments about, why are we making this so complicated? Why are there so many links? And all of this built on top of the stress that we already had putting the magazine together. Now, I know that you have to put work in. I'm not afraid of work. Most of you will know that. But these kind of comments started to make us wonder whether it was actually worth the effort. But we had to keep coming back to why we were doing it. We were doing this to promote new people to our community. Okay, so we can't please everybody. We're not going to try anymore. We're going to try and please the majority, and that's where we're going now. So again, this might not seem relevant, but bear with me. I'm going to talk about Facebook and the Facebook group and the freebies that I provide. I do videos, make freebies, and I put them in my Facebook group. And I do that for so many reasons. The first one, and the main one, is it's simple. It's easy for me to do it. It doesn't take me a lot of time. It doesn't take me a lot of brain power. And it's supporting the people that are supporting me in the Facebook group. I know that isn't supporting the people that are necessarily on YouTube and don't have a Facebook page. Okay, so again, I actually had a lot of negative issues, comments about this, a lot of emails personally to me saying that it wasn't fair, that I didn't provide it to everybody and I should be emailing it out and I should be giving it in other ways. Even to the extent that recently I've had a lot of people telling me I need to sell my freebies on Etsy. Okay, 2 reasons why I'm not doing that. First of all, they're freebies. They're not to sell on Etsy. Second of all, because they're freebies, I'm not going to pay tax on a freebie, as well as the Etsy transaction fees. It's just not going to happen. So that's a no. I'm not going to be putting them onto Etsy. And I really do want to kind of overcome this Facebook issue. So that's something else we need to talk about. And we'll do that again a little bit later. Because those negative messages, again, were adding to the stress. When you're trying to do something good, it just makes you feel a bit pants. And I could insert a stronger word there, but pants will do for now. We want to support newcomers. We want to support people that want to support themselves, who want to help themselves. We were having so many issues with people asking us to be in the Foxy Rag. We would offer them a place to be in the Foxy Rag. Jay sends out 4 reminder emails every issue. And some of the people who wanted to be in the Foxy Rag, nothing. No reply. No, I'm sorry, I've changed my mind. No, I'm sorry, I don't have time. So my point, another point, is thank you to every single person over the last 8 issues that have stepped in at short notice. And they've been in the issue, and it's marvellous. And absolutely huge thank you to you guys, because you have saved our bacon on more than one occasion. Moving forward, that's going to change. And again, all of this is going to come together at the end and make perfect sense. We spend a huge amount of time on the Foxy Rag. There's 2 of us, and for 4 weeks solid, all we do is work on this magazine. And I'm talking from early in the morning till late in the evening, and we do lots in between over those 3 months. You know, it's like I was creating all the digitals, chasing articles, putting the pages together, creating the document, creating the downloads, creating the shop listings. And this was all so much pressure that we needed to kind of move away from. Finally, I want to talk about, not finally, but I want to talk about the printables and the featured artists in the magazine. Those were in the magazine to persuade people to buy it so we could promote the newcomers. We were, you know, how do we promote these people? We need to give people a kind of a little push, a little incentive to buy the magazine. So I would create 10, maybe 15 pages of printables. A lot of people that we contact are too busy, you know, they've got huge things going on, and that's completely understandable. I am very similar, you know, we have a lot going on. The issue with that is we were panicking every single issue that we would not get a featured artist or 2 to be involved with the magazine. And again, hats off to every single artist that has contributed. Just thank you. I can't thank you enough. So that's something else we had to work out. We had to deal with all of these issues. The biggest thing being the stress and the time that it takes us to put this magazine together. How are we going to deal with this after our hours of discussion and looking at what we want? The biggest thing was we want to promote newcomers. First and foremost, forget about the other stuff. That is what it was important for us to do. That is why we started the Foxy Rag. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, bear with me. Number one, there's no more digitals in the magazine. I'm not going to be creating new digitals just to put into the magazine. What we are going to do is some of the Facebook freebies will now be in the magazine. Okay, I know some of you have already got the freebies because you've got them from Facebook. They will be in the magazine. Not all of them, there will be exceptions, but most of the freebies that are going over the 3 months will be the printables in the magazine. That's going to get over the issue of people that are not on Facebook. So that's ticked one of our issues off, which we were quite pleased about. We thought that was a really good idea. So number two, there's no more featured artist articles. That's really hard to say. Try and say that. No more featured artist articles. There will be featured artists in the magazine, either by something they're doing in their shop, something they're doing in their channel, promoting a certain product. They might share a story with you now and then. They might share some tips and tricks with you. But it's going to be much more as and when. It's going to be much more if there is somebody available to help us promote the magazine in that way. We're not going to be, stressing about trying to contact featured artists anymore. So no more featured artists in the way we've seen it before. And this is the big one. The Foxy Rag is going to be free. I know, makes no sense, does it? Because we're saying we don't sell enough to make our time worth, and now we're giving it away. Okay, I'm going to tell you about the rationale behind all of our decisions in a moment, but I'm going to tell you what you will be getting in the Foxy Rag. Jay is still going to be doing his article. He loves to write them. He's still going to be doing his article. We're still going to be promoting new shops and their stories. We're still going to be promoting new channels and the journey they have taken to start their channel, etc. Those are really important to us. We are also going to expand that by moving to also include newer Instagram channels. Okay, so that's going to be a new feature. We're adding something. So, we're just making it a little bit harder again, but we're going to be adding Instagram so we can have Instagram stories as well as the Etsy and YouTube. We understand not everyone has YouTube. Okay, you will be getting the printables that have been in the Facebook group over the last 3 months. There is one issue with that. You will not be getting them as JPEGs. They will only be coming as a PDF document, and I'll talk about that again in a minute. You will be getting something from established shops and channels, maybe not every issue. And we will still keep all of the links of the new shops and channels, etc., on our website. Jay is still going to be updating that, so you can, obviously you won't be able to click the links in the magazine, but you can go to the website and all of the links will be there, so you can go and support these new shops and channels, subscribe to them, like their shops, anything you can to help boost them and promote them. That's what we're asking you to do. Now, oh, something's just left my head. I thought of something then and now it's gone. I'm sure it'll come back to me. So our rationale behind this. Why? We had to go back to why we started it. It was to promote the new shops channels and now Instagram. We want to promote people. With selling the magazine, we're getting a certain audience, but it's not as big as we would like. Because of our newsletter, which I have to thank everybody who subscribes on our website, because of the newsletter, we have realised that we can get to a lot more people. We can have a lot more people see the shops and the channels if we're sending it out as we do with our newsletter. Okay, so 10 times as many people may see it if it goes out for free. It's kind of a no-brainer. apart from the fact we could be in big financial trouble, you know, depending on how much time it takes us to put this together. Now, we don't anywhere near cover our costs because of the time we spend. The new format of the magazine will be less time for us to put together for a lot of reasons. Okay. People that are not in the Facebook group will get the freebies. That was more of the rationale behind all of this. We will no longer be chasing people to contribute. There will only be one link. There will be one high quality PDF link. Any of the freebies that come from the Facebook group will be there. You'll have to download and print the page from the PDF if you're not in the Facebook group. So that's a drawback, but it's time consuming for us to do it any other way. It will come out through our website mailing list. We'll not be sending it to anybody who's missed it. Here's what we're doing. It is free. We know that there is huge financial issues in the world right now, and do not think for 1 minute they're not affecting us. They are. We are finding it as difficult as everybody else. So the magazine being free is going to help people who can't afford to. But in return, we are going to ask you, and please forgive me for this, we're going to ask you to donate to our Buy Me a Coffee if you possibly can. Not the £5, whatever. Just if you could help us support others, that would be fantastic. And we're going to see how it works. We may have to still end the Foxy Rag, but this issue is nearly done. So this one is definitely coming out for free, and we'll see what happens going forward. If you cannot donate to Buy Me a Coffee because they don't accept PayPal, and instead of going to buy the digital magazine, go and support our shop by purchasing a digital kit. You're then still getting your freebies because you're getting it as a digital, but you're still getting the magazine. That's if you want to support us. It's absolutely fine if you just enjoy the free magazine and support the channels that are included. We can't please everybody, and we're not going to try. The only thing we're going to try and do is to have more people see these newcomers. That's our aim, and we're going to see how it works out. That's me done. It's very emotional doing a video like this, so I do apologise for the moan, but I really hope you're going to get something out of this, and more people will now get this magazine. So here's another little point, and my final point. We already had quite a lot of subscribers to the newsletter because obviously we offer a freebie through that. We have now paid to increase the amount we can send out in the anticipation and the hope that more people will subscribe now we're offering the newsletter for free. So that's actually costing us more money. Not only are we losing money not selling the magazine, it's actually costing us more money to send it out to you. So I'm going to leave it there before I burst into tears, and thank you all again for your support, and I really hope you're going to love the way the Foxy Rag is going to turn out. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.